Start with James Williams from SoCal News Group.
Hey, Kyle, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well. You guys had Garbers get in there for part of that last drive there at the end of the game. What have you guys seen from him during practice, and what is it like just kind of catching balls from him and working with him?
From practice, we've just seen just a lot of confidence with how he carries himself, how he runs the offense when he's in, and, just absolutely strips the ball. He's a super talented quarterback, and he's got a lot of chemistry with the guys. He's one of my roommates and stuff. He's always around the guys, so, people like him. Carries himself well, and, he's been doing really, really good.
How do you think he handled himself during when his number was called and he was able to kind of get in there on that final drive?
I think he handled himself tremendously. He was cold the whole game. Didn't get any time. His number was called. He came in, made some huge throws. Converted a fourth down, and that last play happened. It was a great play by the Oregon DB, and no one on the team faults him for it. We think he did what he could when he was in and played well.
Thanks, man.
Let's go to Ben Bolch, LA Times.
Morning, Kyle.
Morning.
Hey, we saw you that Dorian's still kind of limited in practice there. How are you guys preparing, not knowing who the quarterback is going to be? Are you guys would anything change if it was Ethan instead of Dorian in your preparation?
Yeah, no, nothing changes with the way we practice. Dorian's been out here doing more stuff each and every day. Just getting more done, and, nothing changes with our offense. Whatever happens, we're next man up operation, no matter who it is, and we have confidence in all of our guys. And so, whatever happens, we'll be confident going into it.
I saw you visiting with Dimitri Felton and Josh Kelly after the game. What was it like to see them? What did you guys talk about?
Man, it was amazing seeing those guys. I didn't even know Dimitri was going to be there that game. He kind of surprised all of us. That was a really cool thing. And, it's always so good seeing those guys because, they're the ones that really did what we want to do and make it out. They didn't have all the hype going into it. They were the guys that, kind of really did it the right way. They had their head down. They just worked for everything they have, and, everything they have, they deserve. And it's just so awesome to see them at that next level playing so well.
Thank you.
Mike Regalado, Bruin Report.
Hey, Kyle. We last season we saw how Chase Griffin was able to come in, prepared, when Dorian went down. If Dorian can't play this week, how confident are you in the coaches having, not just Ethan, but, like everyone, as you say, next man up? How confident are you in Ethan and, anybody that needs to step up, get in there and get the job done?
Yeah, I'm extremely confident. We have some phenomenal coaches that create great game plans, and, they get these guys so well prepared. And, our game plan, like I said a little bit ago, our game plan won't change at all. Everyone on this team has confidence in every man on it, and, what happens. We'll be ready for it.
You definitely, one of the leaders on the team, and, if a backup quarterback is needed, do you go in and, try to help them out with confidence, play calling, or do you think that they're already, well situated with the coaching staff?
Are you talking referring to the players that would be coming in?
Yeah, kind of guiding, players that are, have to step up in that position. What do you do when that happens?
I usually go to talk to them, try and get their spirits high and their confidence up. But, every time I've done that, the guy I've been talking to has been extremely confident and ready to go. So, no one's ever really needed me to say anything to them, which is, nice going into the game. I don't have to make some guy feel confident. He's always confident in his abilities and everything. So that's been good. If it happens, I still would do it. But, no one needs on the team. Everyone's extremely confident in their own abilities.
Cool. Thank you.
James, go ahead.
Yeah, Kyle, just to follow up with you a little bit. I know you missed the Washington game, I believe. How are you doing from a health standpoint?
100%. Yeah, I played last week. Felt good. And body's 100% healthy. Ready to continue on the rest of the season.
Was it a weird dynamic, or what were your nerves like kind of watching that Washington game, from assuming you were watching on TV or listening on the radio?
Yeah, I was watching on TV, and, it was honestly kind of emotional. It sucks. You've you work so hard with your teammates, and see them play so hard and everything, and not be able to be out there with them, it's definitely a little emotional. But once I saw all my guys start making plays and everything, it turned into just pure joy and happiness, because I was just amazing seeing so many different guys get the ball, be able to make plays, offense and defense. So it was cool.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, let's finish up here with Sam Connon from SI.
Hey Kyle, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thanks. So you got Utah coming up this week. You guys won your last couple of road games, but they packed the house there, pretty much still 100% capacity every game. How are you preparing for that road environment maybe you guys hadn't faced yet? And then just what do you think of Utah as a team?
We're preparing the same way we do every week. We really don't pay too much attention to outside noise and all that. I don't really think it has a huge effect on us. But in regards to Utah, I personally love playing there. They have, like you said, really packed, loud stadiums. So it makes the game a little more exciting. And then Utah's a great football program. They always have a great defense. Really tough players, always play really hard. So it's always a fun game being able to play them. Especially being out there with those fans involved too, which get it real loud.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, pal.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, we are now joined by Martell Irby, and we'll open up the questions for Martell, and we'll get started with Ben Bulge, LA Times.
Good morning, Martell.
Good morning, sir. How you doing? How you doing?
Good, good. Hey, tell us about that punt block that you had. Was that something that you spotted? How did the play develop?
Oh, no, not at all. It started in the beginning of the week just with prep, and it was just a part of the scheme. It wasn't even designed for me to make that play actually, but that's just kind of how the cards fell. They had a scheme that they came out, they ran something different, and I kind of just opened up for me, and I was able to make the play when the opportunity presented itself, man. So yeah.
What did that feel like?
Man, it was amazing. It was a blessing. It was just as a punt return unit, whenever we get that call, we're going after going for the block, we all get juicy. It just felt good to finally get another one. We got one against Hawaii, but to get another one last week, it brought the juice. It gave us the spark that we needed, to be able to go out and put some points on the board. But yeah, it was an amazing feeling. Yes, sir.
On a separate note, pun intended, are you still playing music? Do you play to celebrate or to pick yourself up? How's that working?
Yes, sir. I do. I still make sure to tap in with my music side of myself. I actually have my saxophone here with me in my place. So sometimes when I get some downtime, I make sure to whip it out. It helps ease my mind. It's like a whole different side of me. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just a whole different side. It's a whole different part of my life, But yeah, I still make sure to incorporate that. Try to play when I get some time. I don't get a lot of time, but ball and school and all that. But I for sure make sure to continue to do that. Don't ever want to forget that.
Last thing before I let others go in, who are your favorite saxophone players that you enjoy trying to emulate?
I love Wayne Shorter. I got introduced to him when I was a lot younger. John Coltrane is someone that I will probably say though is who I want to be able to get to eventually. I got a lot of ways to go, but yeah, when life kind of calms down a bit and I can take jazz a little more serious, that's who I want to eventually be able to play like.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a blessed one.
Yeah, you too.
Go to Tony Siracusa from Last Word.
Okay, that was a very cool John Coltrane reference. So good job on that. So big picture question.
Yes,
you guys are one game away from bowl eligibility. but you've got a very veteran team, and you've been around for a while, even changed positions to get on the field more and help the team more. Is a bowl game the floor, or is it the ceiling? In other words, is it the minimum that fans should expect from this team, or is that what there is?
Man, we trying to get caught up in it, but I would venture to say that that's for sure the floor. You know, we started this journey a long time ago, sir, and it's just about taking it one day at a time. Yeah, we're aware of bowl eligibility and everything that could come of getting a couple more wins and where we can end up and things like that. But we try not to get allow that to get in our head, because it's easy to get wrapped up in that. You miss what's in front of us. Right now, the most important thing is Utah is coming out tomorrow, practicing, and just being able to attack that. Because once you get caught up too far in the future, you miss what's right in front of you. So right now we're focused on Utah and nothing else, sir. But I'm a firm believer in we can do whatever we want. Put it like that.
Now, in terms of Utah specifically this week, I watched a couple of Utah games over the past couple of days, and Cam Rising is turning in very good performances at quarterback now for Utah. What have you seen in studying game films, or what your knowledge is of his game?
Oh, he's a great player. He's able to make plays with both his arm and his legs, you know. Just being able to take what we see this week in film, and just being able to incorporate that on the field on Saturdays, because we get great scout. We get a great scout look, and coach is gonna scheme it up for us. We just gotta trust it and be aware that, you know, going into the game when you're playing a dual threat type of quarterback. But we have all that we need to be successful this week. I have no doubt in my mind.
All right, great. Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. God bless.
Let's go to Mike Regalado from Bruniport.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
I know this is I know this is supposed to be a football interview, but I'm intrigued by the jazz. Do you like more experimental or traditional jazz to perform?
I would have to say traditional. Like in high school. Okay, so in high school, I went to Performing Arts High School down in San Diego, called San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts. And when I was there, we kind of focused more on traditional jazz. We weren't really into smooth jazz. We're just more focused on the basics, and being able to take that and be able to explore within that, not getting too caught up in the new way of music and things like that. So yeah, I would for sure have to go with traditional.
All right, now back to football. You know, how have been adapting to the defensive side, playing striker, you know, this really interesting position, and then learning behind guys like Quantrez Knight. What's that whole situation been like?
Oh man, I would have to say it was crazy how it worked out. It was a blessing, you know. Me and Quantrez have grown extremely close, you know, just both on and off the field, just the type of guy that he is. You know, we relate on a lot of different levels, and just being able to walk into that and have him take me under his wing, you know, it's a blessing. He helps me. Like, I be having questions, and really just being able to tie that into game experience as well. You know, most of the time younger guys don't really get that experience, but being able to have that experience and be able to talk that over with him and my coach and things like that, it's worked out well. Like, you know, I'm really thankful. I'm glad that Chip recommended that and we went on with that. But yeah, it's good. It's been pretty instinctual, to say the least. Not thinking too much, just trying to go out, have fun, play with the guys next to me, and glorify God in the process. But yeah, it's been good.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Have a blessed one.
Sam Connon from SI.
Hey, Martell, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, thanks. So the last time you guys went to Utah, 2019, you guys had to win to keep your Pac-12 hopes alive, and didn't go too well on the scoreboard. How do you kind of prevent that from happening this time, knowing that kind of every game is big down the stretch here, and you're going to need to possibly win out in order to stay alive in Pac-12?
Yeah, exactly. So moving forward, kind of like I said earlier, it's easy to get lost. It's easy to get lost in it. So just being able to take it one day at a time, even smaller, one meeting at a time, you know, being able to understand that when you just kind of focus, have tunnel vision. Don't allow everything that's going on to get in your mind space. I feel like we'll be better off in a sense because once you start factoring that in, you allow the game to get bigger than what it is, and yeah.
Does that 2019 game come up at all? Is kind of a sore spot for you guys, or who are on the team then and now?
I try and forget about games like that. But yeah, just regardless, kind of the big wins and the big losses, you know, trying to being able to press forward after them, and yeah, not allowed to linger around in your mind. Don't want to be thinking about that as we head back to Utah. But yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. You have a blessed one.
All right, let's finish up here with James Williams from SoCal News Group.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Just going back to the saxophone a little bit more. You said you try to play when you have downtime. Do you have any roommates that are on the team, and are they pretty receptive if you do have them as roommates to when you do get the chance to play, or do they ever get curious about it?
Yeah, I try and make sure that I do it in a time that's not too late or too to the point where it's disturbing them. I might even try and go out to like a common room or something like that to play in. But yeah, I've had my saxophone with me the whole time I've been here. When I was a freshman with Casimir Allen, Shamar Martin, yeah, I played the sax. I kind of duck off, like, okay, Martell needs his time. Like Martell, he's having a moment. Yeah, he's having a moment. Let him go play his sax. But yeah, they're pretty cool with it. They don't mind.
I feel that you gotta vibe out a little bit.
Yeah.
What is a song that you like to play, or a song that you're trying to learn again whenever you do have a chance?
Okay, so when I got out of college, when I got out of high school, not college, when I got out of high school, I started to focus more so on like learn certain like licks and things like that, or like etudes, not really full songs, because I don't know, I really in high school I had to learn them because I had to perform them and things like that, but I kind of wanted to get the fundamentals, like take it back and really learn how to create, like improvising, for instance, like how to create a good improvisation. So taking it bits and pieces at a time to be able to overall create the type of to become the type of improvisers that I look up to, John Croce and things like that. So yeah, I haven't really been tapping into whole songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think of some old tunes I used to play. Yeah, I can't think of any on the top of my head, but yeah, like I said, I've been really focusing on the fundamentals because yeah, I don't have to perform now. It's really just for me. So
right.
Taking it slow, focus on my tonality and things like that. But yeah. It's funny talking about music. Yeah.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. God bless.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Martell.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed one. Appreciate you.